Hello everyone, welcome to Prakash IT. Today we are going to learn model, model map and model and view object as part of the Spring MVC tutorial. Okay, so what is the purpose of this model, model map and model and view as part of the Spring MVC that we are going to learn. Okay, let me tell you, whenever there is a requirement like we want to send the model data, that means the business data to render into a view. In that situation we are going to make use of the model, model map or model and view object. Okay, so I will take the example. I will demonstrate like how to make use of all these three objects, right, while developing our Spring MVC application. Okay, so here I have already told we are going to work with the Spring MVC annotations. So what I'll do, I will copy the whatever the things config package, so that we no need to configure our this one uh, our servlet and all this view layer view, that we no need to configure. Okay, I mean to say view resolver and configuration servlet dispatcher servlet, right? So what I'll do, I'll go to this one model and view. I have created this folder to demonstrate the model, model map and model view. Okay, so here I'll go to this package and I will paste all these things. So this will create this config package inside this app config. So app config, as you know, like app initializer, it will implement the web application initializer to work with the to configure the dispatcher servlet. Okay, so here we have provided the net banking as the URL pattern. Okay, and app config, inside the app config we have configured the bin internal issues view resolver, which will help to resolve the view. Okay, and all everything will remain same. So to save some time, I have copied these two packages, right? So let me quickly create one package called controller. Okay, I have created the package controller. What I am going to do here is, since we are going to use the annotation approach, so I am going to index.jsp I am going to delete. Okay, and web.xml also I am going to delete. Okay, so in the controller, let me create one class, Java class. Here we will demonstrate the some user submitted feedback form. Okay, so what I will do, I will write feedback controller. Okay, so whenever the user will submit the okay, not the DTF WD. Okay, feedback. Let me rename this file. Okay, so whenever the user submits the feedback for a particular product or particular item, or it may be anything, so in that case, so whatever the user will submit the feedback details, that we just wanted to capture with the help of, that is the business data, right? That is the business data that we want to capture, and here we are not going to do any kind of complex logic. What we want to go, we are going to do, whatever the business data the user will submit, that we will just display or render that particular business data with the help of model, model view and model, model and view. Okay, so let me to make this class as controller class, what we have to do, we have to annotate this class as controller annotation. Okay, so this is the class. Okay, so first what we will create, we will create one method which will what I mean to say, which will launch the feedback form. Okay, so public string feedback, let me write the name as feedback uh, method name is submit feedback form or feedback form, feedback form. Okay, which will launch the launch our feedback form. Okay, so here it will do nothing, simple, it will return the feedback form. Okay, so what I'll do, I will take the simple feedback form. So it will going to return, and in order to in order to get the request from the user, it should handle. For that we are going to annotate this method as method as like slash feedback form. Okay, whenever the user will request the net banking slash then feedback form. Okay, then what it will do is the user the the request will come to this feedback form method. Okay, so let me quickly go to the web INF, and here we'll follow this, create the views, and inside the under these views I will create the JSP file. Okay, JSP file is nothing but the feedback form dot JSP. This is the file it will create. Okay, so user once the user will submit once the user request for the particular controller, like the feedback, submit the feedback form, it should launch the feedback form dot JSP form. Okay, in this form what I am going to write, I am going to write the div tag. Okay, then here I am going to write the heading h1. H1, this is the feedback form. Okay, so feedback form, and here I will take the input by using with the help of the form. Okay, stl form. Form action is equals to, let me take the URL as submit feedback form, submit feedback. Okay, okay. So what I have taken, I have written one form. The URL is submit feedback. This is the URL. This is the URL, and here I will take the method. Method is post when and I will quickly write some input like user will submit. Then in the feedback, what are the fields we should have, like, right? So for that purpose, what we'll take, we'll take who is submitting the feedback form, right? So for that, so we'll take username is the who is submitting this feedback form, right? And input type is equals to text, and name is equals to user name. This is the thing, and here we'll take br, and I will copy 3 times, so because I just wanted to take a couple of information, and here I am taking rating, how much rating you want to give for the particular feedback, and how happy with the product. Okay, so happy with product. Okay, product. Okay, so these are the 3 things we just wanted to take, and after the all these inputs submitted by the user, then we just wanted to take input, we just wanted to submit. Input type is submit, and value is equals to uh, submit. Okay, so this is the thing. So we just wanted to take the input from the username, rating, and how happy with the product. The user will here I have taken, not considered like all the other types of form. Here we have taken the simple text field, right? Not the like drop down and all other things I have not taken to demonstrate, to work with the model map and model and map object. For that purpose I made it this form as a simple one. Okay, so fine. So whenever the user submit all the requests, then this request will go to the controller and the method which is annotated with the submit feedback. Okay, so I will go to the controller, and here I will create another method, that is public string, and submit submit oh, feedback, submit feedback. So this is the method, and here I will annotate this one as request mapping, and here I will tell this is our URL, and method is equals to request method. This is the request method dot post, because we are submitting the post request, right? So here what we'll do, we'll simple what we'll do after all the things will okay. So when the user get the request, submit feedback. Let me check in the in feedback form. So here I should take submit feedback. Okay, fine. So if I click this one, coming here, right, fine. Here we just wanted to demonstrate. First I will demonstrate the model, right? So in order to work with the model, before working with the model, let me tell you, whenever the user submit the request, we need to capture all the whatever the requested data submitted by the user, we need to capture that, right? So in order to capture the data, we will use request param, right? A request param is the annotation we will use, and here we will pass user name, the what the field is username, the user will pass, okay. And here the field is like what kind of field, that is a string username, and okay. So first is the username we are going to capture, and another two fields user has submitted, right? So for that I'm going to copy uh, three times, okay. And the second one is like what it is, the second one is the rating, right? So I'll go to this one, second one I will copy rating, and this is the rating. And the third one is like happy with the product, this is the happy with the product, okay. This is happy with the product, and I will change the key, okay. So here what I have written, what I am doing, I am just capturing whatever the user submitted field with the help of the request param annotations, right? All these annotations will submit. And in order to work with the model view, model map, all these things what Spring has provided, we have to provide whatever the what type of object we want to use, we should pass that object as a attribute inside the method, okay. We are going to use the model from the package model orgs.springframework.ui.model, okay. And here model, okay. So what it will do, whatever the things we just wanted to render the data, or we want to transfer this model data from this controller, or from the business layer to the view layer, right? So for that purpose we are using the model, okay. So once we have written this model, the Spring will take care everything to injecting, creating the object, and injecting all these things, right? So then what we'll do, we'll call model dot add attribute, okay. What things we just wanted to, here we just wanted to display render the username, and whatever the submitted data by the user, that we just wanted to render into the view, okay. The first one is username, we just wanted to render, okay. So username, and then second one is username, okay. So uh, what I'm doing, I'm adding to into the model object, okay. So similarly for the other things, for the rating also I'll do this is the rating, and this is the rating. And next thing is happy with the product, is like happy with the product and happy with the product, okay. So this is the things. And finally what I'll do, I will return, what I need to return, I will need to return the logical view name. Logical view name is what, submit feedback. Submit feedback, this is the submit feedback is the JSP page that I just wanted to write, okay. Inside the view, what I'll do, I'll create the JSP file, so, okay, submit feedback.jsp. This is the file I just wanted to create, okay. So here I'll write div tag, and here inside this div tag I'll write h1, and I'll write user submitted details, okay, as part of feedback, okay. So this is just a message I just wanted to say, and here what I'll do, I will write what is the username submitted, right? User name submitted by the user. This is not nothing but how we will do that, I will capture, This is the user name. Okay, this is the username that is submitted by the user. Okay, I will do 3 times copy, and here I will create one BR, and here also BR. Okay, so line break it will come. And next thing is what we are submitting. We are submitting the rating and happy with the product. This is the things we are just submitting. So in order to capture that, we need to pass this happy with the product and happy with the product here rating. Okay, so here also rating. Okay, what I mean to say, the flow will be like whenever the user submit, user will try with the feedback. I mean to say, let me show you from the beginning. Whenever this is the URL net banking slash, then I will come to the controller, the feedback form. Then this submit feedback form, the feedback form will open. Feedback form.jsp, that will open. Okay, whenever the users fill the feedback form, then the request will come to this controller, this particular method. Okay, here what we are doing, we are capturing all the information that is provided by the user, and we are using the model data so that we can render all this data into this view. Okay, with the help of the submit feedback, the logical view name. Okay, so here after going to the submit feedback form, what how we are capturing all this, we are displaying with the help of the placeholder, right? Dollar curly bracket and the whatever the things we have captured as part of the here with the help of model, right? That we are displaying. I think the development has completed for the demonstration of the model. Okay, so now it's the time to deploy our application. Okay, run Spring MVC, this one, and here context path, okay, is model, and this is MVC model view. Apply, then run. I think. So once the application has been deployed, then we will test our application by submitting this particular by hitting this URL, right? And we will submit the form. Okay, as you can see, the application has been deployed. Now let me take the context path and try to access the endpoint, right? So this is the endpoint. This is the context path, and what is the endpoint? The endpoint is like what is the endpoint? Let me go to this one and dispatcher servlet. This is the net banking. This is the net banking. I have to go to net banking slash. What is the then? What is the next controller feedback form? Okay, so feedback form, and let me go to this URL and let me append this feedback form. Okay, the complete URL is this one, context path, the net banking URL and feedback form. Once I hit enter, then what it will do, it will open the submit form. Okay, so username I will take, let me take this username is Smith, and rating I have given the 5 rating. Okay, out of 5, and happy with the happy with the product, super excited, super excited. Okay, so see you. Okay, so I have submitted the username rating 5, and I am super excited with the product. Whatever the product I have purchased, I am happy with the product. Okay, I am submitting the feedback form. Once I click on submit, origin server. Okay, what we have done, we are getting the exception here, right? So what is the issue here is, right, right. So what we have to do, we have to go to this one. So here what we are doing, we are submitting the form. So we are appending with the slash, right? So you should not append with the slash, right? So let me redeploy the application. Okay, so application redeployed has been completed. Now let me go back and take the URL, and let me try with the another tab. Okay, since I'm using the incognito, that might be giving the issue. Okay, so let me try with John, and here rating is I'll give 4, and product is uh, very much happy. Okay. Okay, that is the feedback the user has entered. Okay, once I click submit, then the request will go to the net banking, submit feedback, and user submitted details as part of the feedback. Username, whatever the username the user has submitted, rating, and happy with the product, very much happy. This is the things we are just getting. Okay, so this is the things we are getting. So if I go to the previous one, whatever the form we have submitted, if I try with that, then here I am getting the here we are getting the issue, right? Because we are using the incognito, that maybe that is the reason. It might be the issue. Okay, so that is fine. So okay, now what we have done, we have understood, like from the controller, let me quickly close this one, and the controller, what we are doing, we are adding the model map to, in order to work with the model. What we are doing, it is a interface. It will act as a like java.util.map. It's a map kind of map collection kind of, it will work. Okay, so what we are doing, once we provided the model inside of the uh, method which will take the request, then what we are doing, we are adding whatever the attribute we want to ship to the, or we can transfer the model data or the business data to render into the view that we can ship with the help of this model. Okay, similarly another two is there, like model map and model and view, that we are going to see now. Okay, so let me quickly copy this. In this same example, I just wanted to show how to work with the model map. Okay, here in the previous example we are using the model. Now what we will do, we'll paste this all these things instead of model. What we are going to do here is, like, I'm going to use model map. Okay, this is the model map. uh, if you see, model is an interface. It is not extending or implementing like any other things, but here if you go to the model map is extending. The model map is a class, but model is a interface. Model map extends linked as map. That means what we can say, model map will do the same thing whatever the model is we are doing, as per the model we are doing. But the extra thing is that what we can do, it is extending from the map interface, sorry, map class, right? The collection map. So that is why instead of add attribute, what we can do, we can use the put, since it is extending from the map. Okay, so this kind of activity we can perform as well. Okay, that means we got the flexibility. Flexible that we can add with the model whatever things we are doing, and the collection type of input we can do, put the whatever the things key value pair we want to do. Okay, so if I stop the server and restart again, then uh, I will check with the URL, right? Okay, once the application will deploy, then we'll check what is the same response we are getting or not. Okay, the application has been deployed. Let me quickly go to this one, and this URL I will take and will try to load with the another tab, and I will just submit the form here. What I'll do, I will take uh, Alex, and rating is like some 4 star, and happy. uh, Happy. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy with the product. With the product. Okay. So once we click the submit, we got that username is Alex, rating is 4, and happy with the product. Yes, I'm happy with the product. This is the feedback that is submitted by the user Alex. Okay, this is also working as part of the model map. Okay, whatever the model map we have used in instead of model, that it is working, that is also working. Okay, so here instead of model we can use the same thing, and the model business data we can render into the view. Here also by using the model map also we can render the business data into the view, but the thing is that we will get the some more flexibility to work with the model map. Okay, now in the two approach, what we are doing, we are adding in the whatever the things we just wanted to add, we are adding in the two above two approach, and we are returning the logical view name, isn't it? We are doing the same thing. Here we are returning the submitted feedback, and here is the submitted feedback. The same view we are using to demonstrate this one, demonstrate this one, but the thing is that we are returning the logical view name. Okay, we are adding the into the model whatever the data and the view we are separating this time, right? We are adding the data and separating, we are returning the view, right? Okay, but now I'm going to show you how to work the model and map. Here, what we'll do by using the model and map object, will not separate. Only will return the same single object, right? Where in the single object we'll put whatever the model we have and whatever the view we have. In the single at a single stretch we will send. Okay, let me comment this, and here will work with the model and view. In order to work with the model and view, what we have to do, here the return type is string, right? What we have to do, we have to do model and view. You can see this is the model and view. This is from the package Spring Web Servlet, right? So what it will do, it will return the view along with the model as part a single object, right? Okay. So what we'll do, instead of model attribute we'll add attribute, or model dot add attribute, or add object also there, add attribute also there, or add object also there, add. So here we have to change the return type to model and view, and instead of model map, what we are going to use, I am going to use the model and view. Okay, so once we change the model map to model and view, then we got the issue. Instead of add attribute, what we can use, add object. Okay, add object, the attribute name is same, and this is the whatever the content we want to send. Okay, and here also we will do add object. Okay, add object, and here also add object. Once we added all the data, whatever the data send once we added, this is the data we have binded, right? So then what we'll do, we'll add the view, whatever the view we just wanted to send. Okay, so view is model dot set view. Set view name. View name is what? View name is which view? The submitted feedback. Okay, feedback is the logical view name. We'll set here. This is the view we just wanted to send, and once that is done, then we will return the model object. Whatever the model object. This model object actually consists of the data along with this view name. Okay, this data and the view all together, this model object is consist of, right? So this is how we can work with the model and view object. Okay, this is part of org spring framework dot servlet. Okay, so this model and view. Okay, this will hold both model and view. Okay, let me stop the application and restart the server again. That means we are deploying our application onto the Tomcat server. Once that is deployed, we'll go to our browser and we'll try to access the application. Okay, so application has been deployed. Let me go to this one, and let me copy this, and I will try with this form here. Here I will try with Bob, and rating here I will give 5-star rating, and product, happy with the product. Yes, yes I am. Okay, yes I am very happy. Okay, with the product, yes I am very happy. Okay, I have now we will hit the submit. Then once we submit the request, we got that the username is the user has submitted, the Bob user submitted the feedback and given the rating 5, and he is happy with the product. Okay, so this is the feedback we got from the user Bob. Okay, this is how we can work with the model map and model and view object, right? This is how we can work with the model. Okay, so I hope like this clears this how to work with the model map and model and view. Okay, all these stuffs clear to you people. Okay, so that's all for this video. We'll meet in the next video with a new content. Okay, thank you.